Hello students, today we are discuss about deadlock. A deadlock is a situation where a set of processes are blocked because each process is holding a resources and waiting for another resource acquired by some other process. That means a situation whereas a set of processes are a block. Deadlock can arise in the following four conditions: hold simultaneously or necessary conditions. There are four conditions. First is mutual exclusion, second is hold and wait, third is no preemption, next is circular wait. First condition is mutual exclusion. One or more than one resources are non-shared, only one process can use at a time. In mutual exclusion, only one process can be used at a time. Second is hold and wait. A process is holding at least one resource and waiting for a resources. That means the process is hold and waiting for another processes. Third is no preemption. A resource cannot be taken from a process unless the process release the resources. Next is circular wait. A set of processes are waiting for each other in a circular form. This is called as circular wait. Next, methods for handling deadlock. There are three ways to handle a deadlock. First way is deadlock prevention or avoidance. The idea is not to let the system into deadlock state. The idea is not to let the system into deadlock state. Next is deadlock detection and recovery. Let deadlock occur, then no prevention to handle it once occur. Third is ignore the problem altogether. If deadlock is very rare, then let it happen and reboot the system. This is the approach that both Windows and the Unix take. Next, we will discuss the Banker's algorithm. This algorithm handles multiple instances of a same resources. First is memory management. This technique allows the memory to be shared among multiple processes. First is overlays and second is swapping. The memory should contain only those instructions and data that are required at the given time. In swapping, the multiprogramming, the instructions that have used at the time slice are swapped out from the main memory. This is called as swapping. There are two techniques of memory management. First technique is single partition allocation scheme. The memory is divided into two parts. The one part is kept into to be used by operating system and the another part is kept to be used by the users. Next is multiple partition schemas. In this there are 5 techniques, that means 5 schemas. First is fixed partition. The memory is divided into fixed size partition, the variable partition. In fixed partition, the memory is divided into fixed size. This is not changed. Okay. Next is variable partition. The memory is divided into variable size partition. Variable partition allocation schemas. There are 3 schemas: first fit, second best fit and worst fit. There are 3 types. Next is paging and segmentation. There are 5 types. First fit means the arriving process is allotted the first hole of memory in which it fits completely. That is first fit. Next is best fit. The arriving process is allotted the whole of memory in which it fits the bits by leaving the minimum memory empty. Next is worst fit. The arriving process is allotted to the whole of memory in which it leaves the maximum gap. It is a worst fit. And next is paging. The physical memory is divided into equal size frame. The main memory is divided into fixed size pages. The size of a physical memory frame is equal to the size of a virtual memory page. This is called as paging. Next is segmentation. Segmentation is used to give user level memory. This is a implementation of a segmentation. Thanks students for watching my video.